Hello and welcome to a new episode of 7 Facts. If you love geography and history, subscribe right now. I promise it'll be worth it. Kalmykia is one of Russia's federal subjects, located just north of the North Caucasus region, but still in the European side of the country. More than half of the people are ethnic Kalmyks, who are neither a Slavic nor a Caucasian people, but are of Mongol descent. The landscape somehow fits this, as most of Kalmykia is a Scotland-sized steppe. As you might have guessed, this is an out-of-place region of Europe that one does not expect to find on this continent. Keep watching to discover some surprising and awesome facts I bet you never knew about Kalmykia. Kalmyks are a Mongolian people, originally from Central Asia, that migrated to the Volga-Caspian region in the 17th century to escape wars in their former home, Western Mongolia, and to seek new pastures for their herds. Originally part of the Oirat tribe, they migrated in large numbers, reaching an estimated 300,000 people by 1680, thus becoming a power to be reckoned with. They fought frequently with their neighbors and even established their own khanate, but their sovereignty was slowly chipped away until they were fully integrated into the Russian Empire. The territory of Kalmykia is unique in that it has been the home in successive periods to many major world religions and ideologies. Prehistoric paganism and shamanism gave way to Judaism with the Khazars. This was succeeded by Islam with the Alans, while the Mongol hordes brought Tengriism, and the later Nogays were again Muslims, before their replacement by the present-day Buddhist Kalmyks. With the annexation of the territory by the Russian Empire, Christianity arrived along with the Slavic settlers. In the 20th century, all religion was suppressed after the Russian Revolution, and during Stalin's reign both Christian churches and Buddhist temples were torn down. And during World War II, German forces occupied this region and most Jewish ethnics were sent to extermination camps. Thankfully, since the fall of the Soviet Union, the Republic experienced a spiritual revival. Before we go to the next fact, I'd like to ask you something. This video isn't sponsored, and none of them are so far, so perhaps you'd consider supporting this channel by becoming a patron. If you still enjoy my content, please go visit my Patreon page and help this channel out. Now with that said, let's go to fact number 4. You may have noticed in the previous fact that this is a mostly Buddhist region, and in fact the Kalmyk people are the only people of Europe whose national religion is Buddhism. As Tibetan Buddhists, the Kalmyks do regard the Dalai Lama as their spiritual leader. So this is definitely a unique place in Europe, and it's definitely worth discovering. During Stalin's reign, Kalmyks suffered greatly. Accused of being Nazi collaborators, they were deported virtually overnight to the far regions of Siberia during the winter of 1943. Not just a part of the people were deported, but all of them. As many as 2/3 of the population may have perished during this episode, since most were transported in unheated cattle cars, pretty much like the Nazis transported the Jews to death camps. Those who survived the ordeal and those born in exile were not allowed to return until 1957, following Nikita Khrushchev's speech denouncing Stalin's excesses. Elista is the capital city of Kalmykia. The city was founded in 1865 as a small settlement, but grew into a small city as the collectivization policies of Joseph Stalin forced many Kalmyks to abandon their traditional nomadic lifestyle, in exchange for a sedentary and urban lifestyle. Today, Elista has come to be known as Chess City. In 1998, they hosted the Chess Olympiad and even built an Olympic village. Chess is compulsory in all primary schools, so this is not just a publicity stunt. The people are actually good at playing chess. Once, Kalmykia used to be one of Europe's most fertile regions. But since the 1950s, it gained the dubious honor of world's largest man-made desert. And it's all thanks to the disastrous Soviet agricultural policies. On orders from Moscow, sheep production increased beyond the levels that the fragile steppe could sustain, resulting in 5,700 square kilometers of man-made desert. Today, an estimated 83% of Kalmyk land is affected by desertification. Degradation of the once unique pastures has led to the first man-made desert in Europe, with areas of open and blown sand. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Leave your comments downstairs and don't forget there's a Patreon page where you can support this channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye.